Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Tuesday to you and your loved ones. Glad we're here together. Yes, another story, another day spent together here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad that we are here together. And you know what? Yes, Storytime is about ideas. It's about bringing in those ideas. What do you think we can do to make Storytime better? And of course, today our book is I Have an Idea. And this one is coming to us from Hervé Tullet. And we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Excited for this one. I'm glad that we're here. And of course, get the opportunity to share it here with you on Storytime. Yes, this is the creator of Press Here, the famous Press Here. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope you're ready for that one. It is coming right up. Please let us know where you're joining in from, and I hope that the weather is kinder to you today wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Appreciations all around. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And indeed, we're here. Another great lineup this week, and I hope that you've enjoyed the book so far. Well, the one book that we've read so far, and are ready for this one today. So this week looks amazing. We do have I have an idea, of course, coming up today. Of course, yesterday we read I Take Care of My Puppy, and we learned how to take care of our puppy for sure. And then Hungry Bunny will be coming up, and then we also have Take Off Your Brave. When can you take off your brave? That one is coming. And of course, for more hilarious fun with Charlie and Mouse, it is coming up as well this week. So keep an eye out, look out for that one. And of course, excitement, as we have a brand new book coming out on March 1st. And then, of course, Marietta and Jack, the library cat, will be here on March 2nd. So excited for that one, and I hope that you can join us for that. If you have any questions for Marietta, please do join us then. And or send them my way, and I'll be sure to ask them on that day. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Welcome here out in Oakland. A little chilly, but not too bad, and dry for the minute. So no rain right now. But as you're out there, please, on the roads, please be careful. Look twice, right, before moving. And of course, check for pedestrians. Check also if you're on a bike, if you're not, just look twice, just check, make sure that maybe you've made some eye contact with the drivers, on the roads, and just make sure that you're safe before you take that step. Just extra careful. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Appreciate you. I know you'll be careful out there, and sending you love and hoping for the very best today. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Tara, McNamara, how are you doing today? And of course, Erin and Clara, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in out there in Chile, Massachusetts. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Appreciations all around. Thank you. Hugs, extra hugs to you. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Good morning to you one more time, Erin and Clara, and of course, Tara McNamara out there in Chile, Massachusetts. Good morning to you and welcome. Good morning to you, Marietta. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And of course, Henry, good morning to you. Oh, homesick the last 2 days. We hope you feel better, but feeling a lot better today and happy to be able to see a live story time. Well, Henry, we're glad that you could join us. And yes, keep getting stronger, keep healing, buddy. Thank you so much for joining in story time. I hope that, this story today gives you lots and lots of ideas and for fun stuff to do, even when you're not feeling too great. Thank you so much for joining in story time today. Absolutely love it. And Marietta, of course, looking forward to your visit to story time on March 2nd. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Are you ready for a story today? Well, it is coming right up. This one today is called I Have an Idea. Yes, do you have an idea? Send it our way. This one coming to us from Hervé Tullet, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining me. Join in on the other side of this very short break when we're back for today's story time.
Hi, everybody. Jack and I are coming to story time on March 2nd, and we can't wait. I'll be showing you book dummies, artwork, and of course, reading Jack the Library Cat. See you soon. Bye.
Yes, indeed. See you soon, Marietta. And please do not forget that Jack the Library Cat is coming to Storytime. Yes, I'm excited for that one. Cannot wait. Jack the Library Cat coming to Storytime. And of course, Marietta Apollonia coming right here to Storytime March 2nd. So look out for that lovely, lovely conversation coming to Storytime. And of course, a book reading as well. And talking about book readings, we do have this one today. I Have an Idea. Coming to us from Hervé Tullet, and I hope I'm saying that name correctly. I will find out more on the pronunciation. Well, late. Maybe too late, but later. Better late than never. Hervé Tullet, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Are you ready? All right. Get cozy, get comfortable, get everything you need. Get started. I have an idea. I always love that moment when what? I always love that moment when what? I always love that moment when suddenly you feel a pull of breath, a puff of breath, I'm sorry. When suddenly you feel a puff of breath. I always love the moment when suddenly you feel a puff of breath. What could it be? What could it be? Oh! Uh-huh. Inspiration strikes. I have an idea. Oh, please share. What is your idea? I always love that moment when suddenly you feel a puff of breath. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, let's hear it. It's a magnificent feeling. Yeah. Have you felt that feeling before? Yes, it's a magnificent feeling. Sometimes you're stuck in a rut, and all of a sudden, bang! You realize the way out. It's a magnificent feeling. But just what is an idea? Great question. What is an idea? Yeah. We get them all the time. We probably have one right now. But what is an idea? Gets you thinking, doesn't it? What is an idea? At first, you really aren't sure, but you start looking. Yeah. At first, you really aren't sure, but you start looking, searching, near and far. At first, you really aren't sure, but you start looking. And looking. Oh, yes. At first, you aren't sure, but you start looking and looking. Searching far and wide. Well, and looking some more. Yes. At first, you aren't sure, but you keep looking and looking and looking. Well, sometimes nothing. Yeah, I look and look and look and nothing. So you keep looking. What could it be? Where is that idea? Where is that moment? That magnificent feeling? Yes. I look and look and look and nothing. So you keep looking. You keep on looking. Well, if you look some more, it can get a bit boring, I agree. Oh, frustrating too. Yep, you're right. We keep looking some more, even when it gets boring and frustrating and annoying. Yes, all those things. But if you keep at it, and then suddenly, oh, inspiration strikes again. There it is, an idea. Oh, yes. Sometimes you may need a nap or to fall on your head. There it is, an idea. It's new, it's different. There's nothing like it. Oh, yeah. It's new, it's different. There's nothing like it. Oh, yeah. It's a little like finding a seed. Really? How so? Yeah, finding that idea is a little like finding a seed. Oh, please tell me more. How is that so? Well, it's like finding a seed which grows and grows and grows. Yes, indeed. Oh, I see that. I agree with you 100%. Yes. Finding an idea is like finding a seed which grows and grows and grows. Wow. Yep. And what to do? And what do you do once you found an idea? What do you do indeed? What's your idea about? Is it a book? Is it a book that is coming out on March 2nd? On March 1st? Oh my. What's your idea? What do you do once you found an idea? What do you do once you found an idea? Often the ideas come rushing. They can be a bit messy and, well, bubbly too. Yep. Often the ideas come rushing. They can be a bit messy and bubbly. And that's okay. Yeah. Keep at it. Keep through that messiness and all the bubbliness too. Yeah. Often ideas come rushing. They can be a bit messy and bubbly. It's time to get to work. Oh, yes. Often ideas come rushing and they can be messy. It's time to get to work. Oh, yeah. Get to work on that beautiful idea of yours. Jot them down. Oh, yes. Jot them down. Organize them. Then try. See what happens. Make mistakes. Start again. Explore. Very important steps there. Yes. You have an idea. Inspiration has struck. Well, jot it down. Organize it. And try. See what happens. Make mistakes. They're part of the process. Start again. Explore, explore, explore. Yes, indeed. And then finally, after all that work, you are there. A good idea. Whew. Yes. Then finally, after all that work, you are there. A good idea. Oh, yes, indeed. A good idea. Oh, doesn't that feel good? A magnificent feeling. Yes, indeed. And right away, you know it's good because in every good idea, there's always a seed of madness. Oh, true. Yes, indeed. And right away, you know it's a good idea because in every good idea, there's always a seed of madness. You know what's cool about ideas is that you that conceives the idea thinks about it, sees the vision, and not everybody does. You may seem crazy, but stick at it until you see your vision through. Make mistakes, it's part of the process. Work hard at it. And you know right away that's a good idea because in every good idea, there's always a seed of madness, a little bit of craziness. So, how do you find and cultivate those seeds? How do you find and cultivate those seeds, those ideas? How do we nurture them? How do we grow them? How do you find and cultivate those seeds? They're there. They're there, floating around, waiting for you to pluck them. They're there. Everywhere in the world. Yes, indeed. They are there everywhere in the world. Yeah. Sometimes they strike when we least expect. And sometimes we're searching for them hard. Like you saw at the beginning, we look and look and look and sometimes nothing. So keep at it and look some more. They're there everywhere in the world. But you won't always be able to see them. No, it's a mush. It's a jungle out there. It's a mess. You won't always be able to see them, even though they're there in the world. Hidden in there, in all that mess, their ideas. You have to look closely. Oh, yes. You have to look closely because you won't always be able to see them. But remember, they are there. Be curious. Look, listen, touch, taste, smell, learn. Yes. And all your beautiful young minds out there, put them to work. Be curious. Look, listen, touch, taste, smell, learn. They're there. All the world. Yes, indeed. Be curious. For sure. Because everything that you discover will find its way into your brain. Can you feel that brain growing? Oh, yes. Yes. Be curious. Smell, touch, listen, look, learn. Because everything that you discover will find its way into your brain. Yes, indeed. And then one day, while you're still looking, what happened? Look at all those days of search. And then one day, while you're still looking, what happened? You ready? And then one day, while you're still looking, some of the seeds will cluster together. And then, oh, inspiration strikes again. And then one day, while you're still looking, some of the seeds will cluster together. And then, oh, yes, indeed. Your little idea may be part of an even bigger idea, the building block. I have an idea. Do you have an idea? Ding! I have an idea. Yes. And then one day, while you're still looking, ideas cluster together. And then, oh, I have an idea. Yes, you do. But why look for all those ideas? A great question, too. Why look for all those ideas? Especially when sometimes they can be so hard to find. Yeah, what do you think? Why look for all those ideas? Maybe just for the fun of it. Yeah, a hobby. Just for the fun of it. If you have the time, why not? Maybe just for the fun of it. Oh, it could even be more profound. Why not? Maybe to change the world. Whoa. right? Why look for all those ideas? Well, it could just be for fun. Yeah. Or maybe to change the world. You have the power to do that. In any case, there's one thing I have learned. What is that? Please tell us. In any case, whatever your reason for looking for those ideas, whether just for fun or to change the world, there's one thing I have learned. There's one thing I've learned with looking. Yes, whatever your reason, whether just for fun or to change the world, there's one thing that I've learned with looking. Comes finding. Oh, wow. Yes, there's one thing I've learned with looking comes finding. Yes, indeed. With looking comes finding. Yeah. And so, if you look too, what do you think? Possibilities are endless. And so, if you look too, yes, the possibilities are endless. With looking comes finding. And that is the end of our book for today. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. This one is called I Have an Idea, and it is written and illustrated by Hervé Tullet, and we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends, and I'll see you on the other side of this short break. Thank you for being here with us on Story Time this morning.
Hi, everybody. Jack and I are coming to Storytime on March 2nd, and we can't wait. I'll be showing you book dummies, artwork, and of course, reading Jack the Library Cat. See you soon. Bye.
I'm Meenal Patel, and I am an artist, designer, and the author and illustrator of Priya Dreams of Marigolds and Masala, and you are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Jack the Library Cat is coming to Storytime March 2nd. And of course, Marietta will be here with us as well. So please do join us then. And of course, look out for that wonderful book that is coming our way. Thank you so much for joining in. Today's book was I Have an Idea. But tomorrow, we get brave, we get strong. But we also want to find out, when do we take off that brave? And this one is coming to us from Nadim, 4 years old. And of course, illustrations by Yasmin Ishmael. And we'll be reading this one with permission of Candlewick Press. Thank you so much indeed for allowing us to share this wonderful book here on Storytime. Join us tomorrow and find out what it's all about. Yes, take off your brave, the world through the eyes of a preschool poet. Oh, join me tomorrow. Guarantee you, beautiful book, sweet book. Like we say, this week's Storytime is sweet and fun. And please join in. Sweet and funny and fun too. Join in and find out what this one is all about. Lots of sweet messages to read in there. Lots of beautiful poetry to enjoy coming to us from Nadim and Yasmin Ishmael. Thank you so much for being here with us, friends. Wherever you're joining us from today, I hope that you have a lovely rest of the day. Henry, sending you extra love, buddy, and hopefully you feel better. You continue feeling better. Thank you for joining in Storytime. And to everybody that was here with us, remember too that you can catch Storytime anytime at your convenience at storytimewithmrlimada.com, at Storytime with Mr. Limada on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram and see everything Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in today. And we continue. This is February. We continue to celebrate Black History Month. Yes, Black joy, everything. We're celebrating everything. And indeed, happy to be here with you. And of course, look out for a special week of amazing books that will be centering Black joy. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely love it. Appreciate you all for being here with us. Tara, McNamara, Erin, and Clara out in chilly Massachusetts. Thank you for being here with us. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. Hugs to you, and please enjoy it. And of course, looking forward to seeing you here on Storytime tomorrow, next day, the day after, and indeed many, many more days to come. And of course, if you can catch us live, you can always catch us for the recordings right here on Facebook and YouTube, as well as storytimewithmrlimada.com. Good morning to you, Marietta Apollonia. Thank you so much for being here with us. And of course, Henry, good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining in. Please continue healing, feel better, sending you love, and of course, sending you hugs from all over here, all the way out here in Oakland. And I know the rest of the Storytime community too sends you love. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Feel better. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime on this wonderful Tuesday morning. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow when we'll be learning a cool trick. Take off your brave. Sometimes we need to. Yes, we'll be looking at the world through the eyes of a preschool poet. Don't you just love that? Join us tomorrow and find out what that one is all about. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, indeed. Oh, and you know what? I have an idea. I do have an idea. How about today? You find that space, find that little spot that makes you happy. Get your book, read it, get something that makes you happy. Maybe it's drawing. Do it. Do that. Find that space for yourself today. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Much love from me.
Story time with Mr. Lumada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lumada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.